Would just like to start out by, giving compliments to my coaching staff, players, managers, everybody involved in the win Saturday night. I thought it was a huge win. It is goes to show that when you put mind to do something, you can get it done. And the players at halftime, they said, we're going to win this game, and they went out and did what they had to do to win. When I first got here, the first thing that I realized needed to change was the culture. And, we inserted we over me at that point, and it didn't happen overnight. We're still working on it. Culture is a daily thing that you have to do. But when this team got together this year, we talked about different ways that we could show our respect for each other. And one of those was to appreciate the passer, to show that person that you appreciate them setting you up for that shot. It is something that we have done all year. It is something that is second nature to our players. If you come to our practices, we do it in practice as well. I'm proud of that. I think that shows where the culture has grown in our team, and will continue to grow, because when you do finally get to the point where you're we over me, lots of good things can happen. And these kids are doing so many good things that I think have been overlooked, maybe because of the losses or because of things that have happened that take the spotlight away from them, which is something that I never want to happen. But I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the way they handled the situation. I'm proud of who they are, and I'm proud of the teammates that they are. So if that is something that is not acceptable in some ways, then again, that's on me, because that's the expectation of our players, and I would expect that you would continue to see that, because they can't help it. That's who they are, and that's kind of what they've been programmed to do. No, I guess this is 24 years of coaching. I've never been asked to leave the gym, so that was definitely something that was awkward. For me, it was embarrassing. I would never do anything to embarrass the university or my team in any way. I felt a sense of sadness as I was walking out, because I was leaving them, and I felt like that I had let them down in some way. No, I don't guess we've ever discussed it as a staff. It's just not something that really crosses your mind. I've always known that there are certain things that you cannot do and you cannot say, and so I try to stay away from those. And so we were unprepared for the situation, and that's why I was extremely proud of my staff and my players and everybody involved for the resilience that they showed, from the composure that I thought the kids showed in that situation, because we kind of have this thing, I fight for them and they fight for me. And so their ability to maintain their emotions and continue to go play, I thought was really special. Yeah, I was in the locker room, when they got there at halftime, and I just told them, that we just went back over the game plan. The game plan did not change. Talked about the things that they were doing that was making them successful, the things that we needed to tweak and change. But it was just crazy, that the look in their eye. I was like, we're going to win this game. I mean, you don't need me. You got everything you need. But I could just tell it was just a little bit of an edge that they had, and just a little bit of more of when our backs are against the wall is when we're going to fight the hardest. So just really proud of that. But, the game plan was what it was, and we were being successful in it. And the kids just went out and made plays. I did watch the second half, yes, I did.